So multi-byte subtraction without borrow. Now we go for multi-byte subtraction without borrow. You can see multi-byte subtraction 7654 minus 3210 is 4444. And it is very important to understand. Always we should not say 0x7654. We must understand its decimal equivalent also. So the decimal equivalent of hexadecimal number 7654 is 30,292. And the decimal equivalent of 3210 is 12,816. So 7654 minus 3210 in hexadecimal is equal to 30,292 minus 12,816. The answer is 17,476, where our microprocessor will compute the same answer and it represents it in hexadecimal number as 0x4444. It is our responsibility to convert this 4444 into 17,476, and then we have to display it in the display system, whether it is a 7-segment or LCD, while coming out through the port. But right now our interest is to understand how the arithmetic operation is happening within the microcontroller. Hence we are not focusing much on it. We are looking at only the flags and other things. But actually we need to understand this also. Okay, hexadecimal number is only happening within the machine, but when it comes out, it has to be like this in the bottom left corner table. Okay, we should not concentrate much on 4444 hexadecimal value. 4444 hexadecimal value is 17,476. That is the one we need. Similarly, if we see 5 minus 2, the same 5 minus 2 can also be represented in 16-bit number like this 0005 and minus 0002. The answer can be in 0003, which is very simple. In the decimal number, it is 5 minus 2 is 3. I hope we can understand this very clearly. The same thing here also, the borrow, there is no borrow. So when it is stored in the data memory location means LSB of the data 1, MSB of the data 1, that is 54 and 76 must be stored in sequence like 5476, and LSB of data 2 and MSB of data 2, there is 10 and 32. 10 is LSB, 32 is MSB. So 10 and 32 is stored in the 22nd location, 23rd location, and the answer LSB and MSB is stored in the consecutive locations 24 and 25, as we did in a multi-byte addition. Similarly, for FFFF minus EEE 1111, FFFF minus EEE, the answer is 1111. So only thing, several times I'm reminding you, least significant byte first and most significant byte next. This is the template or format we are using for performing any multi-byte addition as well as multi-byte subtraction. Okay, so this is one we need to understand. When you write a program, the program will be like this, right? So program will be like this for all these values. The program will be like this. Okay, so ORG000H, first value we have to move from 20th memory location to accumulator. So MOV A, 20H is the first instruction. MOV A, 20H is the first instruction. Then we have to subtract this 54. Subtract this 10 from 54. So we have to subtract 10. So where is 10? 10 is available in 22nd memory location. So SUBB A, 22 is our next instruction. SUBB A, 22H is our next instruction. And the first difference, 54 minus 10, the 44 will be there in the accumulator. That has to be moved to the destination address 24. Hence, the next instruction would be move 24H, A. Move 24H, A. That means the first result, lower significant byte LSB of the difference will go to the 24th memory location. You can see even number 20, 22, 24. Like this you can remember. First subtract the even number memory location and put the result in the even number location. Then odd number location. 76 minus 32. If you see 76 minus 32 is 44. That has to be stored in the 25th memory location. So 21, 23 and 25. So the same thing has to be repeated for odd numbers. So move A, 21. That is what we need to write the next instruction. MOV A, 21H. Then subtract with borrow A, 23H. Subtract with borrow A, 23H. Then move A, there is move 25H, A. Still we move to this, and then we are going to halt the program because this code does not have any carry. That's what we are stopping like this. And it is better to clear the carry. So there is a bit addressable instruction available. Now I'm going to introduce one bit addressable instruction. which is clear carry, CLRC. There is something like CLRC. C means carry flag. So carry flag will get cleared when you execute this instruction, clear C. Okay, so this is multi-byte subtraction without borrow, and let us test it some simulation of multi-byte subtraction without borrow by copying and pasting the same code. So let me copy this code for multi-byte subtraction and then paste the same code in the Keil IDE for convenience. But please select this and pasting it, and then coming out from the debugger window because we have modified the code. Now zero error. So rebuild all, zero error. Going to debug start. Have the memory window clear here. So the content which has to be subtracted for our convenience, we can say EE. We can say EE minus FF. We'll get 1111 and FF minus EE. The answer is 1111. That is what our interest. Reset. So single step execution. Now you can see single step execution. Clearing the accumulator content. Yes, clearing the carry flag. Yes, carry flag has become 0. Then 20th memory location to accumulator FF. Subtract with borrow. 22H, which is EE. FF minus EE. 11 is the answer. Just to come to 24th location. Then move A, 21H. 21FF. Again, subtract with borrow. There is no borrow because carry flag is 0 only. Hence, FF minus EE, which is 11, and the answer is 11, and the program is halted. So this is how 16-bit subtraction, which we have to do. Multi-bit subtraction with borrow. Now you can see with borrow. You can see simulation of assembly language program multi-bit subtraction without borrow, with borrow. So now you can see 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Now it is 16-bit. 0 minus 1 is minus. Now it is 16-bit. So all ones including the carry flag. That means borrow flag. Earlier we have seen in 8-bit. Now we are saying it in 16-bit. So 4 Fs is minus 1 because 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Similarly, 0 minus 2 is minus 2, which is FFFE, as we have seen right now. So 0 minus 2 is minus 2. EEE minus FFFF is EEF, which is in decimal it is 61,166 minus 65,535 equal to minus 4,369. So here if you see, the carry flag was set already for all the cases, right? So this is in hexadecimal and this is in decimal. And when we do the multi-byte subtraction, and the content has to be stored in the data memory location like this, as we know already, and we have to observe the carry flag. The carry flag will also set. And if you write the coding, right, as usual, if you write the coding, so clear carry, and the register R2 content has to be cleared, and move A, 20H, subtract A, 22H, and move A, 24H. As usual, first the even number content is being subtracted, then move A, 21H, subtract with borrow A, 23H, and here you are checking for the borrow. So jump no carry means loop 2. If there is a carry, we are incrementing R2, and then moving the difference to the higher order byte to the 25th memory location, and the borrow flag to be moved to the 26th memory location, and then we are halting the program. Okay, so the same thing which we are going to do. So for convenience, let me copy this code and then paste it in the Keil IDE, and then let me do it with subtraction with borrow. Okay, now you are 100% clear about it. So practice makes perfect. Kindly practice as much as possible to make it more comfortable. So this is what single byte and multi-byte subtraction with and without borrow. Single byte and multi-byte subtraction with and without borrow. Now we can see EE minus FF. EE minus FF. Okay, so the answer is 1111. Let us check how best it works. Resetting, clearing the carry flag. Yes, here we are interested in the carry flag. So clearing the carry flag. Move R2, 00. So R2 is cleared, and the content of the data location 20 to accumulator. So E has come to the accumulator. Subtract with borrow A, 22. Subtract with borrow A, 22 means E minus FF, which is obviously EF. So the borrow flag was set, the carry flag was set already. And we are moving the content of accumulator EF to the data memory location 24. And moving the content of 21st memory location, again another EE. Now we are subtracting with borrow. Now already there is a borrow, which is carry flag is 1. Subtracting, that is accumulator is EE. So the carry flag will also be considered. And then it will subtract to the 23 memory content, which is FF. And sum is, and that is the difference is, you can see the difference is again EE. Again the carry flag was set, hence it is incrementing R2, and EE has gone to 25th memory location, and then the R2 content is moved to 26th memory location. And if we subtract FFFF from EE, the answer is EEF, and the MSB is being stored. It's very simple. EE minus FFFF is EEF, triple EF. That is what we are interested in. You can see our interest is to subtract EE minus FFFF. The answer is all ones, because this is sign extension. This you call it a sign extension. Extending 1 to all the MSB bits, extending this 1 to all the MSB bits, notifying that it is negative number. That's all. So last 4 digit is EEF. EEF is your answer. So EF is LSB and this EE is MSB. So EF EE is the answer. Go to the Keil IDE. Here you can see EF EE is the answer. So EF and EE is the answer if you observe carefully. EE, EF. EF is LSB. EF is LSB. Here you can see EF is LSB. EF is LSB. And EE is MSB. EE is MSB. EE is MSB. So LSB first, MSB next, and then this flag indicates it is a negative number. This is how we can do the multi-bit subtraction by using 8051 microcontroller. This is the code. If you want, you can take a snapshot of this. And if you know much better way of doing the same code, you can do it. So among the several million ways of subtracting two numbers using 8051 microcontroller, this is one among the million ways of doing the multi-bit subtraction. You can do n number of subtraction. You can do immediate addressing. This is direct addressing based. You can do indirect addressing based. Still the code can be reduced. So rest of the thing is programming skill. Here my interest is the carry flag is considered as a borrow flag. That alone you have to remember. So while getting the borrow in single byte and multi-byte subtraction, the same carry flag is used properly. It is mandatory for us to consider the carry flag as borrow flag to understand whether the number is a positive number or negative number. If the borrow flag is 1, the result is negative number. If the borrow flag is 0, the result is positive number. That is the moral that we have to understand. So now we are comfortable with single byte and multi-byte addition, single byte and multi-byte subtraction, with carry and without carry with respect to addition, with borrow and without borrow with respect to multiplication, with respect to subtraction. And we have never looked at signed numbers.